Colin Dixon with nScreen Media, and I'm here at Ooyalas building in Mountain View, California to talk about the Telstra acquisition, and I'm here with Caitlin Spaan. Caitlin, tell me, why did Telstra have to have Ooyala?
Well, we've been partners with Telstra for quite a while, and they've been an investor in Ooyala. So they had a very good insight into our roadmap, what we were trying to do, and we shared kind of a vision for the future of, OTT, as well as kind of what we can all do together with broadband digital television. And they believed in our vision and thought they could really help accelerate they thought, we could really together accelerate that market.
So tell us about that vision a little bit. What are a couple of things that really Telstra saw that they wanted, and maybe they wanted to help you accelerate a bit?
Sure. So one of the key things that Ooyala does differently in the marketplace is we really focus a lot on data and big data and how you can use analytics to power kind of the insights that you get from how your video is performing, how to increase the engagement in that video, how to increase, most importantly, probably how you monetize that video. So Telstra is very aligned with kind of that vision for how do we not only deliver this video in the marketplace, but how do we all, as a business community, increase how much money we can make from that by improving the customer experience. And so in looking at what Ooyala is doing with analytics, as well as some of the things you can do with discovery, with recommendations, they were really aligned with that part of our roadmap in particular, and that's something that we hope to be able to accelerate with the acquisition.
It seems like data and analytics is probably one of the biggest differences, if you like, from the traditional TV world and the new TV world. In the traditional world, it's all but via sampling, Nielsen type data. But here, it's like there's no reason why you can't have almost perfect knowledge of what your viewer or customer is doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's the vision, to really be able to personalize not only what the viewer sees in terms of the choices they get, but what they're offered to see next. And if you think about the perfect environment for the consumer, or the viewer, it really is to not really have to look through a long program guide, decide what to watch. Maybe you only have an hour that you're free, and you want to see the things that you're most likely to be interested in pop up on your screen. So from a recommendation perspective, that's the future, I think, is really being able to personalize media for folks and provide kind of feeds from multiple different sources, so you see not only necessarily what you've been interested in the past, but maybe what's trending socially as well. So these are the kinds of things that I think together we're going to be able to accelerate the growth of and improve the viewer experience, and again, help companies make more money with video.
So Telstra, I know they're going to run you, or you're rather going to continue to run pretty much the way you have done in the past, but now with much more solid backing. But I wonder, are there any areas that you think Telstra can help you? For example, they're obviously very, very close to Asia. Mm-hmm. Is that an area that, I know you've not done a lot in there, is that an area where you think you might expand into?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think obviously we're happy to continue to run independently, and we're happy with the business that we've been able to build so far. But Telstra is going to be a great partner, especially in those regions like Australia and APJ, where we don't have as strong a presence from a brand perspective or as a company. I think we're going to be able to accelerate there as well.
And are there other areas where you think they can help? Like, for example, obviously their big media credentials are extremely good. Yeah, does having their backing help you with the big media providers?
Anytime that you're a startup, even a successful startup, as Ooyala has been, there's sometimes a niggling question in the minds of kind of more conservative or big companies of, is this company really going to be around? And I think one of the things that this acquisition does is it really cements us as a company that's going to be around for a long time. So absolutely.
So we're expecting some consolidation in this space among people in Ooyala's type of business. Does that mean that you're going to be a consolidator rather than a consolidatee?
Well, I think when we look out at the space, we do believe there are going to be fewer and fewer companies in this space in the coming year, just because there's so much movement and so much opportunity. So we do believe we will be a net acquirer over time. Nothing to announce at this point.
And you've been hiring furiously. I think you hired 50 people even quite recently. Keeping up that pace is going to be pretty tough. I guess having solid backing will help solidify that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've been hiring at a clip of about 50 people a quarter. We hope to be able to continue to accelerate that. Full steam ahead. We're moving into a new headquarters. We've got plenty of room, so come on down and join Ooyala if you've got the skill set. We are looking to continue to expand and grow globally as well, so not just here in the Bay Area, but all around the world.
Well, that's been great. Thank you very much, Caitlin, and we'll talk again soon.
All right, thanks very much.
This has been Colin Dixon with nScreen Media.